Today we're gonna be messing with a fuel cutoff solenoid on a 6.2 diesel. First thing we're gonna do here, I'll just get right to it, is get the air cleaner out of the way. And I like to usually just cover the intake. Better be safe than sorry. Not perfect, but that works. This is the area we're gonna be working on. So first things first, this red wire right here is your fuel cutoff. If you pull this wire while your car is running and the engine doesn't shut off like mine does, then chances are your solenoid's bad, stuck, or the plunger's stuck. In this case, my solenoid's good, it's the plunger that's getting stuck, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove these wires out of the way first. Set those aside. Okay, over here is the advance, and over here is the start cold idle. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and remove this return fuel line here. Yes, we can. All right, let's set this aside now. There is a third bolt right under this solenoid right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this moved out of the way so we can go ahead and access that third bolt. But essentially what we're doing here is 1, 2, 3. If you have a 24 volt, it's gonna be slightly different. 12 volt, this is a 12 volt setup. So just be mindful of what type of setup you have.
I'm gonna do my best to show you, but the two bolts that I'm gonna remove, this is the least amount of work in my opinion, is this one right there. And I'm gonna show you the back because I can't get a good shot of the front. On the other side of this, there is a nut that I'm currently, not a nut, sorry, a bolt, a small one that I'm currently rotating. And it's gonna be a smaller size, I believe, a 7 or 8 millimeter.
So you're gonna make sure when you're doing it this method to not drop the screws down there. It's really easy to. And then 2 screws remove the solenoid. Sorry about the glare. We're gonna set this aside. Now we have access to that bolt. As you can see, 1, 2, and 3. This one's a little smaller for some reason. I'm not sure if that's like that from factory. And we're gonna go ahead and just take off this upper part. Now, we're gonna have some diesel spill, that's okay. And then you're gonna hear it unclip, that's normal. Now what happened here is I actually got a remanufactured one, and yeah, it didn't end up operating the way I wanted it to. The car wouldn't shut off, but they took care of me. They sent me a new part, no problem. So, not a big deal. That's what we're looking at. So I got the new one over here, and then this is the new one as well, but that didn't work. First off, this upper portion is advanced timing, so I don't really mess with that. This just feels weird. It doesn't pop out perfectly. It like hits right here. It's weird. Whereas this one has a different size, and that's smooth. And it's a long range of motion. This is a short range of motion. I don't know what's going on. Ideally, this should work. I tested this one. It did move on 12 volt. So, yeah, we're just gonna plop this one back on. Apparently, it's really crucial how you get it on. This is supposed to not want to sit flush. It's supposed to stay like sprung on it, because as you can see, it's gonna apply pressure in the off position onto some piece over here. So I'm putting this on, no bolts in. You're gonna slide it from the front into the back until you feel its seat. Oh, got too excited there. Let's see, okay, down there. Get that in place, boom. All right, we got everything installed. I'm just gonna test the actual solenoid. So last time I was doing it, it sounded stuck. I could hear it clicking, but it wasn't really moving. If that sounded, it sounded like it wasn't moving right. So that clicking is the glow plugs. This is gonna be the solenoid. So I pull this, hear that? And you see the spark? I'll click it again. So when I was getting voltage, I wasn't hearing that metal clink. So now it works ideally. Now we'll turn it on and see how she runs. And the moment of truth really is going to be when she shuts off, not when she turns on. Alright, we're going to cycle the glow plugs here, turn her off, turn her back on. Get her out of gear. Oh, that's embarrassing. One more try. There's probably a little bit of air in there since we took the cover off. Oh, you could hear my belt's a little loose, but I'm gonna let her run for a second. Just make sure all the air is out of the system. Give it a few revs. Everything sounds good so far. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna turn her off. Amazing. Well, that was an extremely anticlimactic success. And yeah, appreciate you guys, and hopefully I was able to help some of you guys out. Till next time.